September 29th, 2020. I'm in my frigid office right now, not drinking hot coffee. I'm drinking half herbal tea and half lemonade, chilled. That's because I know I didn't want to make noise, didn't want to take the time to brew me some. My granddaughter and the two wee ones, Benjamin's two babies, and her younger brother Ashton are in the parlor with a computer going and a big screen TV playing a video game. Benji Jr. is laying on the floor playing with a whole bunch of Legos he hoarded from somewhere. He's the Lego king. Zara Rose is admiring Ashton playing his computer and admiring Aurora doing the big screen TV. My grandson Cheyenne, all 14 years old of him's in his bedroom on his computer creating I don't know what. He's the most creative kid I've ever met. Superb artist. His autistic genius, I really expect Cheyenne to have his own movie studio if the world holds together. And my sweetheart, I know for a fact she is laying down and sleeping right now, locked in our bedroom. I made sure of it. Love her more than anything in this world, I do. Now, I did turn my heat. It's on high, and it seems like it's smoking a bit. That must be it burning the dirt that is on my accordion heater. That's fine. It's not going to catch on fire, I hope. If it does, I'll be unplugging it and grabbing something to pick it up and toss it in the driveway. It won't ignite though. Wow. Yeah, it does seem to be smoking a bit. That's okay. It does that every year when I turn it on. This is the first time this year I've had well, no, I probably had it on in January and February. The first time after this spring that I've had it on. It got down to 43 last night. And it was really chilly. Now, what I'm going to talk about on the vlog today, I don't know how long the vlog's going to be. There's a hit piece. I'm going to bring it up and read part of it. And then I'm going to give the logic behind why they're being stupid if they're trying to prevent Trump from getting reelected. New York Times, tax records reveal how fame gave Trump a $427 million lifeline. And then underneath that, fictional alter ego rescued him. And I'm going to click that little ad off again. And here's another one. Didn't do this first time I read this. I guess they think I'm really interested. This is by Mike McIntyre, Russ Butner, and Suzanne Craig. I don't know who any of those people are except Mark Burnett. He was the creator and producer of a TV show called The Apprentice. From the back seat of a stretch limo headed to meet the first contestants for his new TV show, The Apprentice, Donald Trump bragged that he was a billionaire who had overcome financial hardship. I used my brain, I used my negotiating skills, and I worked it all out, he told viewers. Now my company is bigger than it ever was and stronger than it ever was. it was all a hoax. Months after that inaugural episode in January 2004, Trump filed his individual tax returns reporting an $89.9 million in net losses from his core businesses for the prior year. The red ink spilled from everywhere, even as American television audiences saw him as a savvy business mogul with the Midas touch. 12 years later, the image of the self-made, self-saved mogul beamed into the national consciousness would help fuel Trump's improbable election to the White House. But while the story of the apprentice is by now well known, the president's tax returns reveal another grand twist that has never been truly told: how the popularity of that fictional alter ego rescued him, providing a financial lifeline to reinvent himself yet again, and then how, in an echo of the boom and bust cycle that has defined his business career, he led himself toward the financial shoals he must navigate today. Trump's genius, it turned out, wasn't running a company, it was making himself famous, Trump scale famous, and monetizing the fame. You know, these folks they're gonna denigrate Donald John Trump any way they can. I personally think that the guy has sold himself from day one. And, you know, if a person stands back and actually looks at it and looks at the results, that was fairly ingenious, becoming famous and capitalizing off of it. And that same kind of genius is what he is using right now to foment our country being stronger than it ever has. And there are people going to slam the man. I understand that. He's not a likable guy. I'm the best there is. There's never been anyone better than me. I understand it. I get it. But I also understand something else. Our nation is much bigger and in much more need than the individuals comprising that nation. What I mean by that is, there are nations out there that would destroy themselves just to take us down because they hate us that much. The first thing you got to think of when you think of that are the Muslim nations or the Muslim regimes, Iran in particular. They would literally wipe themselves out in a jihad just to conquer us and to kill us because they hate us that much. And then you got to think about communist China. They want what we have, they just don't want our people. And they do have neutron bombs. What is a neutron warhead? It comes down, it just destroys mammalian life, all life, but it doesn't destroy the buildings. And they have them now that can go ahead and not leave fallout. All they'd have to do is just come in and bury all of us or burn all of us after they hit us with a neutron bomb and take what we've got left over. It doesn't deplete the soil. It doesn't destroy the integrity of the soil. It doesn't destroy the trees or the plants. All it destroys is anything that has blood going through its veins. You know, and all they have to do is come in and repopulate the mammalian life and the fowls of the air. They hate us enough that they would destroy their own personnel that are parked in our nation. And this is my warning to everybody watching this vlog, and then the vlog will be over with. Don't think for a minute that there aren't Chinese regulars on our shores. They've been here for a long time. What I mean by Chinese regulars are actual black-clad Chinese soldiers, troops. They're not wearing their uniforms, but the arms are here. They're in the different trade zones, small arms and big stuff, and the personnel are here, ready to go in a heartbeat's notice to take our country over. And that is why I got that cannon on the wall and several more positioned around my home, and why most of my friends have the same thing in theirs. Because I believe there will come a time that you will have to defend yourself. Now that's the vlog for today. My punch for Donald Trump. If you vote for Joe Biden, you're absolutely a moron. I hate to tell you that, because what you're getting is you're getting people that hate this country just as much as the communists do. Hate the way the country is, I should say that. Now, that's it for today. God bless you. And Pawpaw, again, absolutely means be kind. Be kind to everybody.